Earlier this morning, I was about to leave. My flight was at 1 o'clock, and I really was kind of like disappointed that I didn't have any experience, and everybody around me was having an experience, and I was almost like in despair. And I came for a healing, but the healing thing was full. So I asked Paula, and then it was still full. And then a friend of mine, or not, somebody I met here, she was like, I have a good feeling that you're gonna get a healing coin. Like, I'm gonna manifest it for you. I came to heal my headaches. I came to heal my neck pain. I came to heal my hamstring. But mainly it was my neck. Like my neck has been like the thing that's been bothering me like so much. And I like seen a physical therapist and done massage and everything, and still was there. I would have a headache and I would just suffer through it until the point where I couldn't take it anymore. And then I would go into a dark room and just try to sleep until the next day. And it wouldn't go away until the next day. So I would just it was like this daily cycle of like, how bad is my headache gonna be today? And how much can I tolerate? And then when it got so bad, then I would take medicine, And then like literally the second that I'm about to like leave the building to jump on a plane, Paula comes walking up and gives me a healing coin. So I'm just super grateful. And I was so grateful for Rhea, the girl that kind of helped me with this. And then she actually ended up getting a coin as well. So we ended up in the double energy healing in the same circle. And it was so powerful because she was being healed first, and I was just in so much gratitude. I was in so much gratitude and so thankful for her. I was just pouring so much love and light and everything. And it was the first time I actually felt like pure love and gratitude because she had like helped me do this. And like the day before, I was doing the energy healing and I was kind of feeling like this pressure, and it was like, all right, okay, I think I'm feeling like this pressure here, and like I think I'm doing it right. And then today, when I opened my hands, when I slid my hands like this, it literally was like as if like I could feel the energy balls like fly into my hands. I literally like wiped and it filled in my hands, and there was this electricity like flowing from my fingers, and it was just so much energy. I was like pouring into her, and it was so much electricity that I was scared when he was like, you gotta now turn it to yourself. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle this. And I turned it to myself, and then I just felt love and warmth, And it was beautiful, and I just kind of sit there, and my hands were still electrified the entire time, even like after the healing. It was completely electrified, and I was like trying to hug people, and I couldn't hug them. It wasn't pain, but it was unusual. So it wasn't pain. It did feel electric, like prickly, but it didn't hurt. It was more like this charged, like holding charges and but only coming from this one side, which was crazy. Yeah, didn't hurt. It was more like coming out of me. And then now it's my turn to switch and go in to the circle, and I lay down in there with my hands still electrified, and I'm freaking out. I'm terrified because I'm like, if that's the amount of love or the energy that they're gonna pour into me, I'm gonna get electrocuted, like my full body. I was like scared. So I'm laying there, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna surrender, and I start to surrender, and like my hands, instead of being electric, they start to kind of like vanish a little bit, and I start to like relax a little bit, and then my body starts kind of like moving, and I've had like this issue with my neck, and it's been hurting me years and years, and so I'm like resisting it, and I'm laying there, and it's like I'm kind of like fighting the energy, and my head's kind of moving back and forth, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna like let go, and then snap, 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 my head like snaps back and forth, and it was relieved. It was relieved, like it was almost like a chiropractor adjustment. I was like, oh my God. So I started like crying in gratitude, all these tears, and just crying, and so much like joy started to fill in. And when I was done crying and all the love like poured out, it turned into this pure joy. And I started laughing uncontrollably, but without any sound. It was like, like it couldn't come out. It was crazy. And so I was just like in so much pure joy that like my body like opened up and no sounds were coming out. It was just like this joy radiating. And it was almost as if like love filled in the pain, and like the pain was being released at the same time of love. So it was almost like an aching, yearning like feeling, and then it like healed, and then it was just love, and then it was just joy, and it was happy. You know, and that happened after I surrendered. So like, you know, while I was scared, I was kind of constricted and like holding back, and then I just let go, and then it turned into joy. And I finally like came down and into peace, and I was there sitting in peace and like filled with so much love that I felt like I had to like radiate it back, you know, and I was radiating it back to the rest of the people in my circle, and I was like, oh, I want to send some love to, and then I like forgot her name. I forgot her name, and I was like, wait, what's my name? And I was like, wait, who am I? And I was like completely lost. I was like, what am I? Who am I? I was so confused and figuring it out, and I finally like came back down, and I like had to like ground and like realize like where I was and who I was, and realize like back here, and then we kind of all like embraced in a nice little, you know, cocoon of love, and it was beautiful. Yeah, it was pretty beautiful. And now I feel great. It's weird. I'm still like in a little disbelief. I'm like I don't know, like, is this real or is this, I don't know, you know? So it's kind of like I feel great, but I don't really know if you know, it's like this weird, like it hasn't like sunk in yet, you know? Yeah.